Hello everyone and welcome back to another boss video. This time we are looking at well, we call it the dance boss, but it's the Blood Legion in Castle Nathria. You're fighting all three bosses at once, so you need to have a tank on Niklaus and a tank on Stavros, and then the third one you can have a tank on it, but just the main thing you need to make sure with the third one is that it does an ability called Dreadbolt Volley, and that needs to be interrupted every single cast. If one misses, then it's probably game over. I mean, this is only normal, so it's not like the end of the world, but still, even on normal, it hurts. Um, so you want to be setting up a kind of interrupt order for that. We chose to kill Niklaus first, then Stavros, and then Frida. Frida's the interrupt lady, so we had to keep her interrupted throughout the whole fight, but it's worth it because once Niklaus dies, it takes away some of his horrible abilities, and once Stavros dies, then it's just literally just Frida, and it's very, very simple. Um, every time one of the bosses gets to 50%, you then enter this dance phase where you've got to find your spotlight, and you've got to follow what they're doing. So here I'm moving right, moving left. You just follow what the NPCs are doing, and everyone in the party is doing the same thing. Forward, and then it's random, but it is back. And then afterwards, the fight carries on. Tanks pick up your targets again. Niklaus is now at 50%. Um, the reason why you need to get them to 50% quick is because you see on the right hand side of the screen there's that buff that's ticking, or debuff rather, that's ticking up. The more the fight goes on, the more that debuff ticks up and it gets harder for the healers. But at every 50% of HP of a boss taken, it will reset. So once Niklaus dies here, that's another 50% of his life gone, obviously. So the debuff resets. Other things to look out for is it chooses two people to dance together. It put red like crap underneath your feet, and you'll be linked with your partner, and you need to dance with them at the same time. Well, I say dance. You don't have to dance. You just have to run away together. And it also summons an attendant throughout the fight, and the attendant needs to die first because whilst the attendant's out, it's making the lowest member of the boss immune to taking any damage. So just need to nuke the attendant. You can still interrupt in that phase. Get it dead and then get back onto the bosses. So here you see Niklaus is nearly dead. Here's the thing I need to run with a partner, and then just get straight back into it. Niklaus is dead. That has reset that horrible debuff that is ticking down. So now we have to deal with Stavros. The tanks throughout the whole fight need to swap on 2 stacks of Niklaus's debuff, and Stavros is a bit of a tricky one because he needs to be kind of faced away, because he would then throughout the fight charge behind you and then run through you and damage anyone in a path through you. So you kind of need to angle him so when he does charge behind you and he charges through, he's not going to hit any of the group. So there you see our tank's got it kind of diagonal to the group, and all the melee is standing to the side. That way it should just avoid everyone. So now Niklaus is dead. He empowers the other two with these abilities. One of them is that red circle you just saw, where you just need to spread out, wait for a few seconds, wait for it to do its cast. It has an amazing sound to it. Once it's finished its cast, you just carry on as you were. Also, these dancers come down, and you just need to avoid where they come down first. You can avoid where they are, and then they start spinning around dancing, and just don't get hit by them. So 50% of Stavros is gone, so we're back into the dance phase again, which is good because after this phase, we're just going to hero it because Frida on herself is pretty simple, and we might as well just use it here just to finish it off quickly. I've got my Metamorphosis off cooldown. Everything's ready to blast this phase. So there we go, we use a hero, we just pile into Stavros. And I'm not utilising it that well, I'm kind of panicking. I shouldn't have used my Sinful Brand there. Now I use my Metamorphosis. But I'm so panicked of that cast going off from Frida, I kind of panic between the two, when I should really just be focusing on Stavros, who's getting absolutely melted. There's the Dark Recital, so I have to move with our healer. He's dead, and now it's just 100% of Frida. And all you have to worry about here is the interrupts. Nothing else really happens. So that's why I recommend doing this order. If you do it other orders, you get all kinds of crazy shit coming out. You get like these waiters from the side of the room that's just a nightmare. So I'll recommend for a beginner just doing it this way. So what's that? 65%. There's the Dreadbolt volley. And 50%. So now you get the final dance phase. Lucky Warlock portal for me there because it's miles away. If you do fail to get into this beam, you just take a shitload of damage. But if you do the dance correctly, you see on the side there I've got like a haste buff, and I've done 2 dance moves correct, so it stacks up. I think it's 10% haste for each one, I think. I could be wrong. There we go. Final 50% of her life left. Keep the interrupts going, move out of the red stuff, dance with your partner. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a good boss. The dance phase is quite fun because it gives you a bit of a rest after all the mayhem that's going on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be doing lots of these raid boss videos, and we're going to be doing lots of dungeon ones, so do keep checking out. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.